We will see a familiar face tonight. Anchoring the CBS Evening News, Jeff Glor is taking charge of the broadcast. He has spent the past decade reporting around the world for CBS News. Jeff is now sharing some of his favorite stories ahead of tonight's launch.
With NASA, we went up in an F-18 to 49,000 feet.
So we inverted, and then we went down, and then we came back up? Yep.
To try to create a sonic boom that is quieter than the normal sonic boom. I did not throw up. I got all kinds of training that, thank goodness, I never had to use.
The longest an outsider has lasted inside the chamber is 45 minutes. So we let him lock me in.
Do people worry about the gators and the snakes?
Now that the shark is on the lift, this is when the scientists do their work.
The shark tagging story was the confluence of science and adventure, never mind the drama of how it all came to be. That was out of a movie.
Nothing made me happier than having a baby. Has anything made you happier?
No.
Nothing?
No.
No.
One of the best parts of the interview process for me is searching as we go along. What does he have on?
This is an EEG.
We're looking at what seems to be one body there, but it's actually two brains.
Yes. If you're standing on this corner 25 years ago and you see that kid pull that gun out, what do you say to him?
It's not worth it.
I'll tell you what's worth it. Jeff Glor is sitting in the chair at CBS Evening News. Jeff Glor, congratulations, number one. I have no doubt in my mind that you were ready, but I am curious about how you're feeling. I get a little kick walking into the studio, and there's Walter Cronkite's map.
Yeah.
But you were going to be the one sitting in the chair that was once set in, that you were holding the job that Walter Cronkite once had. Wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow.
Yeah, I mean, some nerves are good, right? It means you
Yes.
do a good job no matter what.
Yes.
So, and when I did stories for 60 Minutes Sports, I worked with a producer who was one of Walter's guys in the late 70s and 80s, a guy by the name of Alan Weissman. I had a chance to spend a lot of time with him, learned a lot from him, tried to pull as much knowledge as I could. But, I mean, the roots run very deep here at CBS.
I thought it was interesting. I read that you've reached out to other anchors.
I try all of them.
Yeah.
I've spoken to all of them at this point who've had this job in the past, this network or others, and all of them have been extraordinarily generous with their time.
What did you want to know?
What I should be looking out for, what I'm not looking out for, what I should do, and all of them have had different pieces of advice to sort of round all that out. And it's just been, that's been one of the true joys for me in this process, is hearing from them and how they can help.
What stories can we look forward to in the first week?
Well, the president will be in Utah talking about national monuments today. We're going to be dealing with that as well. Tonight, we're going to talk about an 11-year-old girl who came up with a lead test after the Flint water crisis. You'll hear more about that tonight, and much more in the days and weeks to come.
So we've all followed your amazing career and your reporting chops and anchoring chops. You're more than qualified for the job, but people that follow you on social media really know what a family man you are as well. You have a beautiful wife, Nikki, 2 kids, Jack, Victoria. How did they feel about their daddy sitting in that big chair? I know they're the bosses at home.
They could care less. They could care less that daddy just got a big new job. We took them to we took them by the White House briefing room yesterday, Jack and Victoria. And I said, guys, for like 11 and a half minutes, can you cooperate? Just be like, and not yell or scream, just for like 10 minutes of your life. And it lasted like 30 seconds.
How are you going to balance it all?
Good question. How do you balance it all?
That's a different segment.
Yeah.
It's tough. I mean, you have to carve out those. I mean, that was one of the pieces of advice, Gayle, that I got from one of the people, is that you have to find that off switch every once in a while. You have to carve out. You certainly have to carve out the time for family, but then just for yourself, when you have those moments, it won't happen for a little while at least. But it's a trick.
Well, they may not understand the big deal of the job, because you said that when it was first announced, you spent that night changing a diaper and reading a book. So let's hope that never changes
That
anytime.
does not preclude me from doing
Did you grow up watching CBS Evening News?
I did.
You did?
I did.
All right.
I did. After our local news in WIVB in Buffalo.
In Buffalo.
Yeah.
The man from Buffalo.
I know one day, Jeff, someone's going to
made
say,
it.
you know, I grew up watching Jeff Glor on CBS Evening News. Congrats to you. Congrats.
Yes, congrats.
We're very excited for
Thank you,
here.
guys.
You can see the debut of CBS Evening News with Jeff Glor. It's about 10 hours from now, tonight at 6:30 Eastern, right here on CBS.